尻だな。なんか入れてんのか?
Hey guys, welcome to the video. I had the worst night ever. I went to bed like 1 a.m. and I kept coughing until 4 a.m. when I fell asleep. Actually, I passed out at 4 a.m. now thinking about it. It was a terrible night. But there's also good news. Yesterday I received this beautiful speaker. Bussin'. With that said, welcome to the video. Today we're going to talk about how to create a website using WordPress and put it on your own server, right? Why I'm creating this video? Well, when I searched on YouTube how to deploy WordPress on server, I found a couple of videos, but they were all talking about how to create and deploy your website and hosting your website on a hosting service or a platform like GoDaddy, Squarespace, Hostinger. But I wanted to deploy the website on my own server, on my server, right? So I did some research and made some mistakes, but now the website is working correctly. So what do you need first? Obviously you need a server. So a friend of mine gave me his old laptop. I took it, I installed Ubuntu server on it, connected to my router, and it's sitting back here behind my couch. And now it's connected to the router and to the internet. So now we're going to see what are the necessary steps to get your website up and running. They are 3 steps: connect to the server using SSH, install WordPress, and create your website. Yeah, we're going to take a look at every step. Okay, so let's start. We have to be able to connect to the server using SSH. First thing, you have to go to your router. I have a TP-Link router, and for me, I have to put this IP address to access it. If you have a different router, you Google how to access XYZ router. I put this IP address, I see this page, and here I click, I log in. And here we have to see the IP address of the server that's connected. We click here, it's connected to it wirelessly. If the server is connected wired, you have to click here, but I have no wired connected devices to my router. So the wireless clients are, this is the HTTP server, this is it, and we have to copy this IP address. Then we go to advanced. It's NAT forwarding, virtual servers, and here we click on add. You would see an empty table. You could add, put SSH, put port 22, internal port, external port 22, and here you put the IP address of the server and you click on save, and you should see an entry like this. Make sure that the status is on. If it's off, it will have a red circle around it. By the way, if you have a different router, you should Google enable port forwarding or NAT forwarding on your router, the brand of the router, right? Now we have SSH enabled. We can access it using the terminal. So we go here. Let me exit. So you go SSH, the user that you signed in when installing Ubuntu server, and the your public IP address. How to find out your public IP address? You Google what is my public IP address and you copy it. Where were we? In the terminal, right? So here you click enter and tells you the password. And we're in. Yeah, here we see let's test if we can connect to the internet. I mean, we can because we are able to connect, but here we can ping Google. So what you have to do next is go to Google. Where is it? God damn it. Install WordPress on Ubuntu server. Install config WordPress Ubuntu. This is the official website. You go inside, you follow all the steps one by one. I just did that, yeah, right? I saw here these, copy, paste them inside the terminal here and let them run. Install WordPress, also the same. Configure Apache, also the same. Config database, all the same. All of these, for example, you get and you insert this and tells you query OK and create this table. And here you go to config WordPress to connect to the database, and the last step is config WordPress. Hey guys, this is Future Yusuf. I forgot to say that you also have to open port 80 on your router. So just external port is 80, internal port is 80 on the same IP address, and service type is HTTP, and you would get exactly the same entry like this one. Back to the video. Here it says open HTTP localhost. This tutorial assumes that we are installing WordPress on our computer, but we're not, right? So instead of doing this, you have to go your public IP address that we use in a second, right? So you put your public IP address, and here I see my website because I've already installed and created everything, but you would see exactly this. You would see this page, right? And here where your installation wizard starts, so this is the last step of installing WordPress. You select your language, you click on next, continue, and it's very easy, guys. It's very intuitive, and you have your WordPress installed. Now you have WordPress installed on your server. You have to start creating your website and designing, etc. And I can only recommend that you go to YouTube, click here WordPress tutorial, and this one I find it very good, from freecodecamp.org, and here you can follow along. This I watched the whole video, and with the information in this video, it's a little bit old one now. Some stuff has changed already, but with the information in this video I was able to create this website, and it's just working fine, and it has a blog, and here I wrote a couple of blogs, and yeah, it's working very good. So this was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao.